Chaniol invited Dio, Chen, Baekhyun, and Kai for lunch to present his new song. Everyone arrived except Kai. Hours passed with no news of him. Giving up on lunch, they headed to Kai's house to look for him.
I'm going to change my clothes. I will be back in a moment.
I'll go to Suho's house to see if there's any news about Kai.
Let's take my helicopter. Kai's house is inaccessible to us non-flyers.
I'll check outside. Maybe he's tending to the garden. Strange, I didn't know he liked messing with plants. Lei is the one who likes plants. What's this?
Wow, what a mess in here. Has Kai become so disorganized? He used to love a neat and organized house. It's very strange. In his room, everything is a mess. Did you guys know if Kai became messy?
Not that I know of. He's not in the garden either. Is he playing hide and seek with us? But I found this throne in the garden. What is it?
Let me see. That's weird. Everything in the kitchen is in place. It seems he didn't eat or drink anything in the last few hours. Something's wrong. Kai would never disappear without telling us where he's going. Let's go to Suho's house. Maybe he's there eating.
Arriving at Suho's house, besides Dio, Sihoon, Lei, Azura, and Suho, they find the Supreme Leader with a very concerned face.
What happened, Suho? Why is the Supreme Leader here? And with such a serious face?
I don't know either. He showed up here suddenly, and Azura went to summon all the other EXO members. He was waiting for you to arrive.
Kai has been kidnapped and his teleportation powers have been blocked by a powerful force.
Where is Kai? Is he here in the Magic Kingdom, or was he taken somewhere else?
He is in another dimension. Thousands of years ago, when the EXO Magic Kingdom was created, various entities maintained harmony in the realm. As these entities evolved, they were sent to other dimensions. The ancestral entity called Eterion remained here. Eterion's power reflects the primordial essence of the enchanted realm of EXO, having the ability to manipulate the elements of which you are the representatives. Additionally, he can manipulate time, create temporal distortions, see the past and future, communicate with all magical beings through intuition, grant or withdraw magical powers, and seal magical energies to maintain balance. Eterion was sealed in the Heart of Harmony, along with other evil beings. One of these sealed energies with the ancestral entity must have found a loophole when the Heart of Harmony was broken.
So, Kai was captured by this energy and is in one of these dimensions. But why was Kai specifically taken?
I also don't have much information on the reason. Communication with the ancestral entity Eterion is restricted and limited. Eterion acts as a source of wisdom, but the interpretation of the messages is up to us. I have more access to Eterion, and he left the message that Kai was taken by the Dimensional Shadow.
Dimensional Shadow? What is that? I've never heard of this shadow.
When we broke that small piece of the Heart of Harmony to destroy the evil force of the Nocturnians, a temporal distortion occurred. As a result, a shadow of Eterion's essence began to escape, taking the form of the Dimensional Shadow. Unlike the ancestral entity, this shadow does not seek balance but chaos and the absorption of magical powers, especially Kai's power. It wants to plunge the enchanted kingdom of EXO into darkness.
But if it wants to destroy our kingdom, why specifically Kai's power, Chanyol's fire power, my lightning power, Suho's water power, or Xiumin's cold power are much more destructive? Why Kai's teleportation?
Maybe they want to weaken us. Kai is crucial in all our missions. Remember how it was with the Nocturnians?
But here in the Enchanted Kingdom, we have Azura's team of magical beings who also teleport. They just can't go to Earth. So, I think it's not for that reason. There must be another explanation. Why Kai?
I don't know either. The Dimensional Shadow emerged from Eterion, neutralizing Kai's powers. He is trapped in a distorted plane beyond our understanding. It is vital that EXO finds and brings Kai back, and then we will unravel the mystery surrounding this ancestral threat.
The atmosphere charged with uncertainty echoed through the walls of Suho's house as they tried to understand what was happening.
Morph.
Baekhyun emits a gentle light to dispel the shadows hovering over them.
We need to stay calm and devise a strategy. Does anyone have any ideas?
The messenger magical beings, living in the EXO Enchanted Kingdom, spread the news of Kai's disappearance, reaching every corner of the realm. Many gather around Suho's house to show support and solidarity.
Sehun and Azura, can you traverse the kingdom in search of clues?
Oh. Speaking of clues, I found this in Kai's garden. I've never seen Kai with this medal. It might be a clue, right?
Let me see. Yes, this medal is a magical relic linked to Kai's teleportation ability. Azura, who also has teleportation power, hold this medal and tell us what you see.
All right, give me the medal.
Silence reigns as everyone awaits Azura to access the medal's information.
I had a quick and fleeting vision of an extraordinary landscape, composed of ethereal colors and mystical shapes. I realized that this vision is a connection to the dimension where Kai is. However, the vision was unstable and faded quickly. I believe that among the multidimensional universe, Kai is on the 5th plane.
How many dimensional planes are there?
There are dozens of planes, each with unique characteristics. Each plane has a guardian. To enter each dimensional plane, the guardian must open the portal for you. The first plane is the elemental plane. The guardian of the first plane is named Illyra. And the mission begins in the Forest of Mysteries, where there is a passage to the dimensional planes and where they can find Illyra.
Lei, go back to your house, prepare several bottles of magic potions. I believe that many magical beings we will encounter will need your treatment. In the meantime, we will prepare to rescue Kai.
Okay, I will go now. Soon I will be here to follow with you.
Morph.
The team, now united in determination, set out to find Kai and the truth behind the dimensional shadow. As they left Suho's house, each step marked not only the beginning of a search but the start of a journey that would test the limits of friendship, courage, and the true meaning of the powers they possessed. The EXO Enchanted Kingdom was facing an adventure that transcended known dimensions.
Wait, please, find Lei. He was captured by a mysterious figure.
What? Lei disappeared? Explain better how this happened.
Could it be the dimensional shadow too?
It was a dark being that enveloped Lei in its shadow, and they disappeared. We couldn't do anything to stop it. Only this dark powder remained on the ground where Lei disappeared.
The search for Kai is interrupted, and they head towards the central palace to speak with Zephyr, and bring this new information, and ask for advice on how to proceed.
Let me see this powder. As I suspected, this powder is a residual manifestation of Umbra. This powder is composed of dark magical particles that accumulate when a being is captured by the Umbra's shadow.
Umbra? Who is Umbra? I mean, what is Umbra? Guys, let's all stay together so that no one else disappears.
When the ancestral entity is sealed in a magical object, the evil beings are also sealed, under the control of the ancestral entity. When there was the rupture, the dimensional shadow escaped and released Umbra, who gained consciousness. This mystical event is known as the awakening of darkness, and it was done on purpose to distract and divide our forces.
So, will we be engulfed by darkness? And what is Umbra like? What is her power? What risk do we run by facing her?
Calm down, Chanyol. Umbra manifests in the shadows, acquiring physical form, and she is avid for the constant search for magical energies because she depends on it to survive. Umbra must have already absorbed the energy of various magical creatures from the Enchanted Kingdom and transformed them into shadow servants.
Lei has such pure energy. What can Umbra do with him? What is Umbra's intention with Lei?
The ancestral entity is concerned about Lei because he has an unparalleled source of healing energy, and Umbra can use this energy to strengthen herself and turn Lei into a servant of shadows.
We have to split up to look for and protect Kai and Lei. Baekhyun, with your light power, go with Chen and Chanyol in search of Kai. I believe you three can do it. I, Xiaomin, Dio, and Sehun will look for Lei. Supreme Leader, please, where do we start looking for Umbra?
Umbra is a being that feeds on the energy of magical beings, so she cannot overcome dimensional barriers. She must have returned to her land, the Dark Forest, where she uses the darkness of that forest to hide.
But how can we find Umbra if she is hidden in the darkness? How do we find her?
I think Baekhyun needs to come with us to find Umbra. Dio, go with Chen and Chaniol.
This division is good. The first plane is the elemental plane, which is earth, fire, water, and air. Dio, who is of the earth element, and Chaniol of the fire element, can negotiate better with this plane. And another important thing, Umbra continues to absorb the energy of magical beings, including shadow magical beings, and Umbra leaves this trail of powder. Follow this trail.
Not all shadow beings belong to evil. Shadow and light are necessary to maintain the balance of yin and yang, right, Supreme Leader? My power of light produces a shadow, so I understand perfectly the importance of the shadow. I'm ready to find Lei.
That's correct, Baekhyun. And another thing, be careful with the powder. It attracts shadow creatures and Umbra's servants, so where you find the powder, you will also find these evil creatures. However, most shadow creatures have not been dominated by Umbra, and you can find help and advice from them. Baekhyun, you will have a crucial role in this mission in the shadows since you can locate and talk to them without destroying them. Be careful with the shadow creatures with your light. The shadows of good are gentle and peaceful. The dominated shadows are aggressive and eager for energy.
What a difficult and complicated mission. Watch our next chapter, where we will set out to rescue Kai and Lei, now on separate missions.
How many challenges will we encounter before rescuing Kai and Lei?
Could it be the dimensional shadow too? Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell not to miss any chapter of this exciting rescue story.
See you in the next episode.